Good morning to everyone. Welcome to a new edition of Smart Talks by MESPAC. I am Monica Cuatracasas, the Communication Manager at MESPAC. Nice to greet you. Today we are here to have you, and we are delighted to have you join us for this session entitled the New RM Series, Optimizing Performance for Pre-Med Pouches, where we will know more in detail about this innovative rotary machine that we just launched at end of last year. Originally, this session was going to be presented by Jaume Roquet Solutions Projects Director, together with Kyle Scalise, Area Sales Manager at MESPAC US. However, due to an unforeseen commitment, Jaume will not be able to join us today, but we are pleased to introduce you Vicenç Notari, the Key Account Manager at MESPAC, that will be stepping in to share his experience alongside Kyle. So the webinar is scheduled to last approximately in 45 minutes. And following the presentation, we will allocate around 10 minutes for questions and answers. So please feel free to submit your questions during the session through the questions and answers section below. These Smart Talks will be recorded and shared with those who have registered later. So now, let me introduce you Vicenç Notari. Vicenç Notari is Key Account Manager at MESPAC with over 18 years of experience in international sales and client relationship management. Vicenç has been instrumental in expanding MESPAC global presence in the packaging solutions industry. His expertise is handling key accounts and navigating complex markets has significantly contributed to the company's growth and success. Vicenç's deep understanding of customer needs and his commitment to delivering customized solutions make him a valuable asset to any discussion on strategic account management. Good morning, Vicenç. Glad you are here with us today. How the things are going?
Hello, good morning to everybody, and thank you for your nice words, Monica. It was a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to us. Thank you, Vicenç. So I would also like to introduce Kyle Scalise, Area Sales Manager at MESPAC US. Kyle has been with MESPAC for 11 years, identifying growth areas, building customer relationships, and finding unique solutions for the packaging needs of our customers. With a background in public relations and marketing communications, Kyle has extensive experience in the sector, in our industry, focusing on technology, customer, and internal operations. So, hi, Kyle. How are you today?
Good. Thank you, Monica. And thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Okay, so thank you both for your contributions to this session. And with nothing further to add, let's proceed with the presentation. So now, Vicenç, I'll give you the word and the control.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Monica, and thank you, Kyle. And again, good morning or good afternoon to everybody. It's a pleasure for us to attend you in this session. The main topic for this session is to present you the RM series, which will basically presented by Kyle, who is the specialist for this type of equipment. But first of all, I would like to make a very, very quick introduction about MESPAC. I don't think it will take too long. It should not take longer 5 minutes because it's not also the scope of this meeting. The scope is as mentioned at the presentation of this product range. But I just want to make a very, very quick overview about MESPAC, where we are, what we're doing, where we're located, just a little bit about this. First of all, let me see the screen. First of all, let's mention that MESPAC is a group, is forming part of a group called Duravant. Probably most of you know Duravant very well. It's a financial group. And inside this group, we have different business divisions who are handling basically food processing sector. Then we have a part of packaging, and these we are covering the primary and as well and as the secondary packaging and all the parts of a transformation. Also, that means one of our mains is to complete the full chain of a product from the beginning until the end, until it's arriving to the final pallet. This is a little bit the aim of our group. No, here further you can see a little bit the 4 divisions, as I have mentioned before, and the correspondent companies who are taking part of this group, group which is growing and growing every day. Probably while we are looking on this presentation, we have already a new company because the expansion of this group is really tremendous. Here are the four groups that you can see, the 4 business divisions. First of all, we have a division which is part of the food sorting and handling. Then we have another which is taking care of the protein processing. And we have finally the ones in which we are located, the packaging equipment and the material. Sorry, I cannot see it very well. Sorry, I cannot see it. Okay. If we go a little bit deeper about what is Mespak, which we are here today located, you can see Mespak is a company. We have been established in the market since '94. Last year, in fact, we celebrate our 30th anniversary. There was a big celebration of it. And we have a global network. So Mespak is working in all over the world. We have more than 380 employees divided in all of the world. As you can see here, we have companies in all the world, all the countries. Sorry. Basically, you can see here a small picture in the Mespak headquarters is where most of the people are located, approximately 280 people. And then we have 2 different locations, production centers. We have the one in India and especially the one in US where we are producing the equipments that we are going to present you today. This is a little bit the picture about Mespak, where we are and what we are doing. Okay, here you can see a small overview about all the industries that we are working. I would say this is a summary of what we have. Basically, we're working in the beverage and food sector. That's the biggest part that we have. But then we are very strong as well in home care, personal care, pet food, and pharma. So these are basically the main divisions that we're working. But not only those, we are also in several other ones, which are not significantly, but we are as well open to all kind of activity that is on the market. For example, we made in the past also machine oil applications and everything that can be put on a pouch. So we are there. This is a little bit our aim. That's what the industry that we are working. And here you can see a little bit the portfolio that we have. We are producing all kind of primary packaging. That means starting from the horizontal equipments. Here we have different type of equipments. We have the standard equipments for roll stock, but we have also equipments made working with pre-made pouches. And we have all type of different applications like the ultra high speed series or feeding through the spout. So we can all do all type of applications. But not only the horizontal equipments, we are also capable to work with the vertical equipments. Here in the vertical equipments, we have basically 3 categories. We can make the classic, the stick pack multi-lane equipments, but we are also able to do foresight seal sachets in vertical applications. This is a little bit the range of products that we're doing. And then we have a 3rd category of vertical equipments, which is based on the pharmaceutical industry, and we have also nice equipments there. Okay, this is basically the primary packaging, but then we have also other applications that we can do. We have also equipments for the hydropharma industry, and finally we have also secondary packaging equipments for palletizing or for cartoning equipments. The aim of this is, of course, to offer to the customer a full service, starting from the beginning of the product until it comes finished in the box. This is a little bit the range that we are offering of equipments. Okay, and then of course we are able to do and to work today with all type of sustainable packaging materials that are on the market. Here we are specialized because what we have been doing in the past, first of all, is to redesign all our equipments, to have equipments ready which are able to work with monomaterials or paper materials or all type of new materials which are on the market, but not only to offer to the customer machines which are designed for the new materials, but also machines, but also to modify the existing machines on the market, because this is an important matter, no? That not only to sell machines which are able to work with those materials, but also to adapt the existing machines on the market to the new times on the market, no? Okay, and that's a little bit the presentation we have prepared. It was very quick, but I'm convinced that most of you know MESPAC very well. And if you have further questions or doubts, so we're anytime to your full disposal to comment you the doubts that you may have. Huh? Okay.
Thank you, Vicente.
Kyle, are you taking over now for the machine?
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon for everybody that joined. Just gonna go through the reason we're all here is for the rotary machine, the pre-made pouch rotary machine, the RM260 SC. Here's a picture of the machine. We have an in-feed conveyor, and then we have the primary machine here, which is an 8-station rotary. How it works is you shingle pouches on the in-feed conveyor. Those are introduced into the machine, and they cycle through the various stations of the machine to open, fill, and seal the pouch. It's a highly flexible machine in a very compact footprint, as you can see in this picture here. Like I said, it's an 8-station rotary broken down by, I'll go through each station. The first station is the in-feed conveyor, where it's a suction cup pick and place to introduce the pouches into the pouch clamps. So in station 1, the pouch clamps open, and that's where we acquire the pouch. In between station 1 and 2, we do have an option to add an inkjet or a Markham or Videojet thermal transfer printer, or any brand for that matter. On station 2, we have pouch opening with an air blast. So we form the reduction on the pouch to help facilitate opening the pouch, and then have a puff of air just to also facilitate that opening. Where we also have the ability to add a gusset opener at that location in case it's a difficult film material to open at the bottom of the pouch. In station 3, we also have an additional pouch opening station assisted by air, but we also have pouch detection with 3 photo eyes that are looking for criteria such as, is the top of the bag open? Is the pouch present? Is it available to be filled, essentially? If it's not, we'll obviously mute the fill. In station 4, we have our filling funnel. It's a duckbill funnel with a option for settling and agitating of the pouch below. Station 5 is a open station. Right now we use it for pouch stretching, pulling the pouch tight, but it could be used as a additional dosing station, or it could be used as, say, a nitrogen dosing station as well. Station 6 is overfill detection. It's a mechanical means of detecting an overfilled pouch. Basically, guides with the sensor would be triggered if there's any product in that top seal area, in which case we would just reject that pouch and obviously not form a top seal on that pouch, so that we're not damaging the top sealers. In stage 7, we have our top seal. Sorry, in stage 6, we also do the top seal as well. In stage 7, we have the top seal cooler, where we can add a enclosed water system just to eliminate any wrinkles in that top seal of the pouch. That's an option, or it's just ambient air in that station. And then stage 8 is the discharge mechanism, or the exit chute, where we have the ability to separate rejects or empty pouches from the good pouches going downstream. Optional equipment, like I mentioned, is the date coder on stage 2. The timing hopper is an option above the funnel. So it would be in between like a multi-head weigher and the funnel, just to create kind of a stage hopper to communicate with the machine. The gas flush on stage 5, or a pouch duster. So if you're working with a powder in place of the funnel on stage 4, we would have a auger dose directly into the pouch, ideally. And then on stage 5, we could add a pouch duster just to kind of agitate that top of the pouch to make sure there's no contaminants in that top seal prior to sealing. The dimensions of the machine are shown here. It's roughly 8 feet by 11.5 feet width and length. up to, I believe that's about 6¼ feet in height. The maximum pouch we can run is about 10½ inches by 14½ inches wide, with the minimum being about 4 inches wide by roughly 6 inches tall. Maximum pouch speed is about 40 to 60 pouches per minute, obviously product dependent. The machine can mechanically cycle up to 60 pouches per minute, and we can work with flat or stand-up pouches or even corner-spouted pouches as well. And we could work with powders, granules, dry, free-flowing products, or even, in some cases, some liquids on this machine as well. Going through some of the machine highlights, the main reason, the main driver for us developing this machine was a lot of customer feedback, and especially with co-packers running many SKUs, needing to do many changeovers. So we wanted to design a very simple machine that could achieve changeovers in under 5 minutes. So with this machine, you can do a full changeover with height and gusset within 5 minutes. We wanted to design a small footprint machine, as space is always a limiting factor in most of our customers. And we also wanted to reduce the commissioning time. With how easy this machine ships, it ships in one piece, installs very quickly. We can install one of these machines in just a matter of a day or two. Like I mentioned, we can work with various pouch formats, being that this is pre-made pouches. We can work with 3-sided seal, flat pouches with a tear notch, 4-sided seal, or stand-up pouches with a zipper, for example. The machine is designed in that pouch opening station to mechanically open closed zippers, so that shouldn't be any concerns. And we can also work with those corner spouted pouches as well. The pouch opening station, just to dive a little further into it, there's 2 opening stations, like I mentioned, assisted by air blasts, just to inflate the pouch prior to the main fill. And we also have, it's hard to see here, but in the middle of the picture here, you'll see a yellow photo sensor. There's an arrangement of 3 of those just to detect that the pouch is open and present. Otherwise, we'll mute that fill. And then at the pouch opening station on the left side of the picture is where we could add a date code to the pouch. The pouch filling station, like I said, we could work with powder, granules, free-flowing products, or liquid applications. The machine shown here is configured for a free-flowing product, like a pet treats or, say, M&Ms or any confectionery products, meaning that we're dosing those through a funnel, and those would ultimately be dosed through a multi-headway or above. We do offer different funnel sizes depending on, that's dictated by the pouch size and width. But always in a duckbill configuration just to maximize the opening of the pouch. And in this open station, directly to the right of the fill, where the pouch is stretched, that is where we could also dose, say, nitrogen or have a secondary dosing unit. If you need 2 doses, say you need a split charge of a powder just due to large weight. Oh, also, before I forget, on the top right, you can also see a picture of the overfill detect. Like I said, it's a very mechanical, simple way of detecting overfills. If product is in that top seal area, it'll trigger that sensor there with that mechanical means there. By pushing that plate over to that sensor, it'll trip that, basically telling us that there's a contamination in that top seal and to reject that pouch. The pouch clamps, everything is electronically driven. So each individual carrier has its own actuator, which is how we complete that 5-minute changeover. And with that, in addition to just performing quick changeovers, we can also do some unique things like form a reduction on the pouch with those actuators. So there's no cams to move these pouch clamps. Everything's electronic. So with that, as you can see in the bottom right, that's us basically pulling the pouch taut just to create a flat surface for that top seal area. And inversely, we would do the opposite in the beginning of the machine, form that reduction to create that opening. The top seal station, after the overfill detect, if there's no overfills for whatever reason, if there was assuming there was a good fill in the pouch, Then we would continue on to our top seal area. Very simple, two top seal heating bars coming together to create that top seal, and temperature control through the HMI as well. And the top seal cooling station, the standard machine just has a standard top seal cooling station where bars come together just with ambient air, just to assist a little more time for those seals to set. However, we could introduce as an option a enclosed water chiller, where at these blue inlets at the top of the picture, we would introduce water in that closed loop system just to cool those top seal bars a little further and help eliminate any wrinkles in that pouch. And the exit chute, as I mentioned, so the exit chute pictured in the middle here, that is our standard reject chute, assuming good pouches. It's just a ramp down, in which case we would ask the customer to just bring in a discharge conveyor shown on the picture on the left. However, there is a reject position in this as well. So say we were to detect any metal using an inline metal detection system in between the multi-head weigher and the funnel, we can flag that pouch on the HMI and then reject that by opening up that chute, and it would reject in a separated bin below. Also in that bin would be empty pouches. If for whatever reason a pouch didn't open or was loaded incorrectly, that would not be filled and it would be rejected down that chute. Any good pouches, however, the chute would be closed and they would continue on to the downstream equipment. Machine is compatible with various dosing systems, the first of which, mainly for powders and granules, is augers. We can work with many manufactured augers, including our own, but typically we achieve a plus or minus 1.5% in precision when we're working with augers, and we prefer to dose directly into the pouch just to eliminate any spilling outside of the pouch. We could also work with volumetric cup fillers as well, where we can achieve up to about plus or minus 2.5% in the precision. And lastly, most commonly with this machine, we work with multi-head weighers, where we work with all the major suppliers of multi-head weighers, and that typically is anywhere from a 0.5 to 2 gram plus or minus precision on those. In this case, we could either dose directly from the multi-head weigher directly into the funnels, or we could add the timing hopper just to create a little more staging of the product prior to filling. And with that, I'm going to pass it back to Vicente, and he could walk through another great feature of the machine, which is our Messpac Athena software.
Okay. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for your nice presentation. Finally, I would just like to spend a few words about the Athena. Athena, probably most of you know it very well. Athena is a software platform which we developed a few years ago, no? And which are the reasons why we developed this platform? Because in the past, we have been using independent systems according to the needs or requirements of each customer. But once there was a need to unify everything in order to offer to the customer more service. No, the service can be reached by a platform, which is a software platform owned by Messpac, which can be unified and which the customer have several improvements. No, during the past years since we introduced this platform, we have been seeing significantly production cost improvements. Also, the quality has been improved, and basically the waste reduction up to 3.5%. For the, let's say that for the operator is much simpler because they have one single unit to handle, especially for customers who are used to work with turnkey solutions, that they have maybe primary packaging and package and secondary, which would like to unify. It's much easier to have one single platform instead of having independent ones. No, let's say that since we are used to work with Athena, the results are much improved. No, this is a little bit the summary of this Athena digital platform. Here you can see there is a digital platform. Thanks to this platform, you have the really fast access to this platform, and it's able to work with all type of different PACML models that are on the market. The pouch quality register with rejection reasons is easy to find out, and also the statistics are much easier to identify. Here you can see the Hello MESPAC. Let's say that this Hello MESPAC is delivered free of charge to every equipment that we sell. It includes a Hello Mascot, and then starting from the basic production that we have, there are different options that you can have. Let's say you can have a service, a standard service. That means 8 hours per day and 5 days per week, or you can have even up to 24-hour service. Here we're able to make a personalized maintenance plan for you, so that you are able to work with our equipment 24 hours per day with 100% service warranty. Okay. And here we have a quick video. I don't know if you have the video of the equipment that you can share, Monica.
Yes, we have some issues here in the PowerPoint, but I'm going to share the video separately in order for the audience to see how it works, this machine, okay? So just 1 second. Okay. Okay, so now thank you you both for this presentation, and now we have the turn for questions and answers, and we have some questions from the attendees. The first one is, can this machine work with a zipper?
Yes, the machine can work with both a zipper, whether it's press to close zipper or even like a Velcro zipper, any reclose feature, with the one exception being any slider zippers may require a modification on the top seal.
Okay, thank you, Kyle. Another question from the attendees is there any difference in throughput, sorry, when using pouches made from recyclable material compared to those made from standard laminate?
No, typically on pre-made pouches, we don't see any major impact, going from a non-recyclable material to a recyclable material. Really, the only area that we have to stress on a pre-made pouch machine for recyclable film is the top seal, which at 60 a minute, we have plenty of time to create that top seal.
Okay, perfect. More questions from the attendees. This is another one. Will it be possible to run the pouches with corner spout?
Yes, we can run the pouches with corner spout, and then we just have to shift the assemblies to accommodate the opening created on the machine.
Okay. Is it possible to accommodate the two different products in the machine, like powder and granules?
Yes, due to the two available fill positions, we could accommodate two different dosing units, as long as we can work out the spacing between the two dosing positions.
Okay, thank you, Kyle. So another attendee asked, what type of sealer do you use?
We use a cartridge sealer. I see the question was mentioning an impulse sealer. We don't use an impulse sealer as standard, but it is something that we could evaluate to see if it could be modified into the machine.
Okay. And another attendee asked if it's possible. So will the paper pouch can be used on this machine?
Yes, actually, one of our great partners is Mondi, who supplies paper material, and we've tested the majority of their paper pouches on this machine already and confirmed that there's not an issue with those.
Okay. So thank you very much. If there are no more questions, we will thank you both for your participation. So the topic of this new RM series has been very interesting and provide us value of a new machine that we didn't know that. And thank you to all of the participants who trust to us and being here today. But if you have some other questions, we invite you to contact at mespac@mespac.com. If you have some questions regarding the cost of the machines, or you want to share your project, please send an email to marketing@mespac.com, and we will answer you and we will contact you. So looking forward to seeing you soon at our next Smart Talks. And thank you very much and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day.